Have you ever really stopped, taken a moment, and asked yourself a truly difficult question? Am I, in my heart, becoming more humble, or perhaps unknowingly less so? It's a quiet question asked in the stillness of your own mind, a dangerous one indeed, because humility is a strange and elusive thing. The moment you think you possess it fully, it slips right through your fingers. As Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote many years ago, it's not the man who shouts about virtue that is truly virtuous, but the one who quietly and consistently lives it. But in this modern world, we're constantly told to chase applause, to accumulate likes, and to seek constant recognition. Success whispers a tempting lie. You're special, elevated, you're above others, somehow better. And without even realizing it is happening, the insidious seed of pride takes root deep within. So pause, just for a moment. Take a long, hard look at your life and your actions. When someone offers criticism, even if it stings, do you truly listen with an open mind or immediately become defensive? When you achieve a win, do you stay grounded and grateful, or do you crave even more praise and validation? When you extend a helping hand to others, is it truly for their benefit, or is it, in some subtle way, for your own ego? True humility isn't weakness or subservience, it's actually strength held firmly under control. It's knowing deep down that you're always a student, even when the world calls you a master. So ask yourself this difficult question again with complete honesty. Am I becoming more humble or less? Humility isn't about diminishing yourself or thinking less of your capabilities. It's not about self-deprecation. It's about shifting your focus outward, thinking of yourself less and the world around you more. It's about recognizing your place within a larger context. The Stoics understood this profound truth centuries ago. Epictetus wisely reminded us, it's impossible to learn that which you think you already know. A closed mind is a stagnant mind, incapable of growth or understanding. But here's the insidious trap. Success whispers sweet, deceptive lies. You've done enough. You're better than them. You've earned your place. You don't need to listen anymore. Your way is the only way. That's precisely how arrogance insidiously grows, quietly, subtly, like a weed slowly choking the life out of your garden. It starts small, a little defensiveness when challenged, a little craving for recognition and praise. Then one day you wake up with a jolt and realize you can no longer genuinely take advice, even from those who care about you most. You've become an island, isolated by your own inflated ego. Think back honestly, when was the last time you truly admitted you were wrong? Without immediately adding excuses, justifications, or deflections, when did you last take full responsibility? When was the last time you genuinely celebrated someone else's success, letting them shine brightly, without needing to take any credit or subtly reminding everyone of your own accomplishments? When was the last time you consciously put your ego completely aside and truly listened, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but genuinely absorbing what someone else was saying? Humility doesn't come naturally or easily in a world that constantly rewards pride, self-promotion, and outward displays of success. The more we achieve, the more intensely tempting it becomes to stand taller, speak louder, and ultimately forget the very principles and people that got us here in the first place. But true strength, it's often quiet, understated, and resilient. The strongest tree is the one that bends gracefully in the wind. It doesn't rigidly resist and break. Similarly, the wisest mind is the one that constantly asks questions. It doesn't arrogantly claim to possess all the answers. If you feel a little uncomfortable or challenged right now, that's a good sign. That's your soul gently nudging you, reminding you, stay grounded, don't lose your center, remain open to learning. Because the higher you climb in life, the harder and more devastating the fall will be. Unless you consciously anchor yourself in humility, constantly checking your ego and staying connected to your values. So take a moment for honest self-reflection and ask yourself, am I actively building a life founded on quiet confidence, genuine connection, and continuous learning? Or am I being seduced by the allure of loud pride, superficial validation, and ultimately a precarious sense of self-importance? Stop for a moment, just pause. Strip away the noise of the world around you. Let the silence settle in. Forget what others think, what they expect, or what they demand. Just you and your own conscience, your inner compass. Ask yourself, when someone corrects you, offers constructive criticism, do you lean in, eager to learn, or shut down, feeling attacked? When you win, when you achieve a goal, do you feel gratitude for the opportunity and the support you received? or entitlement as if you deserved it all along? When you help others, is it out of genuine love and compassion, or to feed your image, to appear virtuous in the eyes of others? Be honest with yourself. No one else is watching. This is just between you and the mirror. Pride is a thief, a silent, insidious thief. It steals your ability to grow, to evolve, to become better. It blinds you to your flaws, your weaknesses, your areas for improvement. It whispers, "You've arrived, you're already perfect." But humility keeps you climbing, striving, reaching for something more. It fuels the journey. Seneca said, "It is a great man who can treat his wealth, his power, his fame as things entrusted to him, not owned, as temporary gifts, not permanent possessions." So what about you? Are you truly learning, absorbing, growing, or just pretending to listen, nodding along without genuine engagement? Are you lifting others up, supporting their dreams and aspirations, or secretly hoping they don't rise higher than you, threatened by their potential? Are you living a life of service, dedicated to something larger than yourself, or a life of self, consumed by your own desires and ambitions? These questions aren't easy. They're not meant to be. They're designed to challenge you, to push you beyond your comfort zone. Because real growth, lasting transformation, doesn't happen in comfort. It emerges from the cracks, from the struggles, from the difficult moments. Think of a river. The shallow one, the one filled with obstacles, makes a lot of noise, a lot of splashing. The deep one flows in silence, with a quiet strength that moves mountains. So, which one are you becoming? Don't answer too quickly. Resist the urge to rush to a conclusion. Sit with it. Let the question linger. Let the discomfort do its work. Let it shape you, mold you, transform you. Because in this moment, right now, you're standing at a fork in the road, a critical juncture. One path leads to quiet strength, to lasting fulfillment. The other leads to fragile arrogance, to ultimate disappointment. Choose carefully. The direction you take now will determine the person you become. The truth is, you don't accidentally become humble. Humility isn't a trait we're simply born with. It's not something that just happens to us. Humility is a choice, a daily battle, a conscious decision we make, moment by moment, to prioritize understanding over being understood, to value service over self-promotion. It's saying, I will listen when it's hard, even when my ego wants to interrupt. I will serve when no one's watching, not for applause, but because it's the right thing to do. I will let go of needing to be seen as great and focus on becoming good. Good in my actions, good in my intentions, good in my impact on the world around me. The world will tell you, stand taller, shout louder, prove yourself, demand attention. It will constantly bombard you with messages that your worth is tied to external validation. But the Stoics whisper, stand still, speak less, master yourself. Find strength in stillness, wisdom in silence, and true power in self-control. So today, ask yourself again, am I walking lighter on this earth or stomping with ego, leaving a trail of destruction in my wake? Am I leaving people feeling smaller and diminished, or stronger, more empowered, and more capable? Am I becoming the kind of person I would respect and admire, or the kind of person I would resent and avoid? The answers are already inside you. You just have to listen, to quiet the noise of the world and tune into the wisdom of your own heart. Humility isn't weakness, it's the unshakable strength to admit, I don't know everything. I am open to learning and growing. I'm still learning. I'm no better than anyone else. We are all students on this journey of life, regardless of our titles or accomplishments. And here's the paradox. The more you embrace humility, the stronger you become. The more you let go of your ego, the more you open yourself up to growth and connection. So, who will you be tomorrow? The proud one who seeks to be served and admired, or the humble one who serves, finding joy and fulfillment in contributing to the well-being of others? This isn't about them, about what others think or do. It's about you, about the choices you make and the person you become. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose humility. These choices will shape your life and your legacy. If this reflection stirred something in you, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and guidance on living a more meaningful life. Because this journey isn't over. It's only just beginning, and the path to wisdom and virtue is a lifelong pursuit. Humility is not a finish line you cross, it's the path you walk, one quiet step at a time. It's the gentle voice that asks, what can I learn from this moment? Even when pride wants to shout, I already know. Consider the philosopher who admitted, the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Or the leader who, faced with failure, chose not to pass blame but to ask, "How can I serve better next time?" These are not grand gestures. They are subtle, sometimes invisible victories that happen in the privacy of your own mind and heart. True growth rarely comes with applause. It arrives in those ordinary moments when you choose to listen, to forgive, to let go of being right, or to reach out a hand instead of turning away. It's in the courage to say, "I was wrong," and in the grace to accept the same from others. Humility is the lens that brings your strengths and flaws into honest focus. It allows you to see where you've stumbled and where you've soared, not with judgment but with compassion. Each struggle becomes a teacher, each victory, no matter how small, a quiet affirmation that you are becoming someone better than you were yesterday. So pause, breathe, reflect. Where have you grown, even if no one else noticed? What have you learned from your setbacks, your missteps, your moments of doubt? Celebrate these small, silent triumphs. They are the foundation of a life well lived. Remember, the journey to wisdom is not about being perfect. It's about being present, open to learning, willing to change, and brave enough to keep going. If this message resonates with you, join us. Subscribe for more reflections, and let's walk this path together, one humble step at a time.